Welcome everyone to the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. Our celebration service is beginning now. Let's welcome our spiritual directors, Dr. Patrick Feren and Dr. Rita Andriello-Feren.
Welcome everyone to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. We are so happy that you're here, and I'm happy to be here. And I know this gentleman over here is happy to be here.
I'm tied up over here, so that's why.
Get yourself together.
There we go.
All right.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And so,
new month.
I guess a new month, and we're going to be talking about that in a minute. But in the meantime, let's take a moment to center ourselves. Take a deep breath, please. Just let it go slowly. Bring your attention to here and now, this moment of unlimited potentiality, this moment of love, of light, of God, of spirit, of the quantum. It's all one thing, and it's moving through each and every one of us. So I go within and I just recognize that that's what's breathing me right here and right now, and that's what's breathing each and every one of us in every single solitary moment. We bring that here today as our individualization by our own individual name, but we are so much more than that. We are that quantum field. We are that God, that love, that light. And I know that we can celebrate that today and just bring it into this time together and just expand the magnetic field of our earth by just being here together with love, in love. So I bless us, I bless this time together, and I just let it be so as we affirm. And so it is. Aimee and Jeremy Brown, thank you.
Checking. There we go.
Yeah, aloha kakahiaka, everybody. How y'all doing? Let's go drifting through the trees. Let's go sailing on the seas.
And let's go dancing on the juke joint floor.
Leave our troubles all behind and have a party so easily forgotten. All the most important things, like the melody in the moonlight in your eyes, and the song that lasts forever and keeps on getting better all the time. 'Cause life is beautiful, life is wondrous, every star above shining just for us. Life is beautiful on a stormy night. Somewhere in the world, sun is shining bright. And you look so beautiful, CSL. Everybody dancing and looking swell, and we be jamming on a sunny day. And I don't wanna be without you at the party, so easily forgotten. All the most important things is that I love you. Oh yes I do. And I wanna spend my days and nights walking through this crazy world with you. 'Cause life is beautiful, life is wondrous, every star above is shining just for us. Life is beautiful on a stormy night. Somewhere in the world, sun is shining bright. Life is beautiful on a stormy night. Somewhere in the world, sun is shining bright. All right.
And happy anniversary to the rest.
That was beautiful, thank you.
Looking swell, looking swell.
Okay, so as we do every week, let's just take a moment to read our vision statement and take it into our hearts. Let's do it. awakening humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity, consciousness. We are one. Thank you.
Yes.
So,
Well, we were saying it's a new month.
it's a new month.
Gee, it's July. I wonder what it could be. Sacred freedom, maybe? And we added the sacred to it because that'll give it even more inner life. Yes, and we have our new affirmation. It's a little longer, but I trust that you're capable. You ready? Are we buzzing each other?
I don't know. Something's happening, but it's okay. We can handle it. Okay.
All righty. Sacred freedom is the truth of who I am. I live it with courage, joy, and love. I'm going to say it again just one more. Sacred freedom is the truth of who I am. I live it with courage, joy, and love. Shall we?
Sacred freedom is the truth of who I am. I live it with courage, joy, and love. Perfect. So, I thought today, this is where we talk about the science of mind. And did you know it was called religious science? That's the actual foundation of the teaching, as Ernest Holmes found it, was calling it religious science. So this is an excerpt from one of the last talks he gave. Well, it was the last talk at Asilomar. And it's been titled The Sermon by the Sea because he died shortly after that. And it's really worth reading if you read the whole thing. And you can find it, Sermon by the Sea by Ernest Holmes at Asilomar in 1959. It's all over the internet. But anyway, I wanted to read you this. This is what he said to the people there. You are religious science. Our ministers, our teachers, our practitioners, our laymen. You find me, 1,000 people in the world who know what religious science is and use it and live it as it is, and I'll myself live to see a new world, a new heaven, and a new earth here. There is a cosmic power wrapped up in a cosmic consciousness and purposiveness that is equal to the vision which looses it. What I'm saying is this. There is a law that backs up the vision, and the law is immutable. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. There is a power transcendent beyond our needs, our little wants. Demonstrating a dime is good if one needs it, or healing oneself of a pain is certainly good if one has it. But beyond that, at the real feast, at the tabernacle of the Almighty, in the temple of the living God, in the banquet hall of heaven, there is something beyond anything that you and I have touched. Find me 1,000 people who know that and use it, and the world will no longer be famished. How important it is that each one of us, in his simple way, shall live from God, with God, in God, and to each other. That is why we are here, and we are taking back with us, I trust, a vision and an inspiration, something beyond a hope and a longing, that the living Spirit shall walk through us, walk anew into its own creation, and a new glory come with a new dawn. And may God bless and keep us. And for all the love you have given me, may I bless you. Those were some of his last words. I love the idea of find me 1,000 people. And I wonder if we found 1,000 people who truly, truly, truly live that, to truly know that they are the presence and the power of divine love and a divine light, God, whatever you want to call it, and are actually living it and being examples of that. And I think that's what we strive to do as people that come to the center, that we strive to practice that and get better and better at it every day. I know it's a process. It's not just something that just happens like that. And I'm sure there are some people that are part of those 1,000 people. And I would like to know that we are part of that 1,000. So thank you, Ernest Holmes.
I know that Rita did not tell you why they changed it from religious science.
To Centers for
Because
Spiritual Living.
people like to please one another. No one liked the word religion, and nobody liked the word science.
Put together, especially.
Together.
In that time.
So it wasn't a real crowd pleaser. So I'm sure that that's why in marketing that they changed that. If people were a little bit with religion and then science is too much, so they changed it to the
Center for Spiritual Living, which was a little more, I guess, inviting.
Yes, and as
I
we
guess,
all
more
know,
inviting.
the center of who we are, right?
Beth
Brother
says she
Sage
doesn't know.
is always right here at the very center of who we are. So
Right.
though we practice it here, it really, really is beneficial to take it out there. So that's what we're doing, right?
Right.
So I'm looking to see if I see anyone new. So I'm going to look at you all as new. I'm even going to y'all it as we watch the wonderful boat come through. So I don't see anyone here for the very first time, so why don't we all be here for the very first time? Wouldn't that be nice? I remember the last time that someone came here, I was just telling my beautiful Chia over here, she said, you know, oh, hi, my name is Dan, and is it Danny or Donnie or whatever it was, and she said, she goes, but it's okay if you forget it, I'll just reintroduce myself. And I go, wouldn't it be nice if we introduced ourselves to each other each time we met each other? Again, like, instead of like, hey, how you doing, how you doing? Oh my God, I'm Reverend Patrick, and who are you? Margaret? So let's introduce ourselves for the very, you are magnificent. So let's just treat ourselves with this. So you're here for the very first time, and what do we know about ourselves? That we are magnificent. Oh, and we're so magnificent that we have this wonderful thing called live streaming. Isn't that a miracle? A miracle. I mean, when I think back that we are now having Sherry out there coming in, I don't have to say Patty Ray up there because I can go Patty Ray right here. And I just think it's beautiful. And then we also have gratitude for those who allow that to come to life back there in the technical world. But let's tell them who they are, shall we? And I know they're new to us. There, you ready?
You are magnificent.
Now look to your left, to your right, up, down, all around. Tell somebody that they are magnificent.
What?
And you were magnificent, little one. Yes.
All
You are
right.
magnificent. You ready?
We're ready for a song from Aimee and Jeremy.
That's right, but in the meantime, 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100
No. We won't go there. Okay.
Can I ask you, did you guys lose any humor yesterday? Did you guys go somewhere where you dropped your humor? They're smiling back there. Somebody went somewhere. Where did they go? Did you have a good day yesterday? Good.
We'll bring another song of romance for our beautiful Rev Doctor's 25-year wedding anniversary this week, last week, this month. And one of the quintessential Hawaiian songs for you guys. Feel free to get up and dance together if you'd like. I saw you in my dreams. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun and having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. This is when the congregation sings the chorus to them. The sound of the ocean, you know those words, soothes my restless soul. The sound, yeah,
of the ocean rocks me all night long. Those long hot summer days, lying there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. The sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last night in my dreams, I saw your face again. We were there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach. Oh, of Hawaii.
Happy 25, you two lovebirds. Didn't know it was going to be an anniversary party, did ya?
It's a big
It was so
accomplishment, guys.
romantic when I had her close. I said, not so close, it's really hot in here. I'm just
You know what he says to me? He goes, it's getting hot. I said, but he meant hot
then
by
she-
temperature, and I just said, it's supposed
and
to
then
be.
she said, it's supposed to be. That's-
Thank you,
Turn it over
Aimee
to
and
Reverend
Jeremy.
Dr.
That
Rita.
was so sweet.
Thank you
Oh.
so much, you two.
Okay, so sacred freedom. I love it. Okay, so yesterday was the 4th of July, and I'm going to tell you, honestly, I was sad yesterday for most of the day. I just had a feeling of sadness. I'm just being really honest with you. I was sad about things that are going on in our country, in the world, and people that are being oppressed, people that are dying. I mean, I was taking all that in yesterday, and I just was sad. So I acknowledge my feelings when I feel them. I hope that you do too, that you don't just let your feelings not be real to you, because they are, and all our feelings come from that divine place. And I believe that sadness was speaking to me, that sadness that was speaking to me was the sadness of the idea of the call for sacred freedom. So in the midst of it all, I have never been a really big history buff, and one thing I can say that since all the things that have been happening in the world the last maybe 10 years or so, I've gotten more into politics, I've gotten more into history, and more into trying to understand things. So yesterday, I just looked up the Declaration of Independence. It's not like I hadn't written it before. I mean, read it before, but I hadn't written it before. Well, maybe I did, who knows? Maybe I was Thomas Jefferson in another life, you never know. No, I'm just kidding, I don't think so. Well, what came to me as I was reading it and thinking about it and contemplating it was that I realized that these people got together and they were not perfect by far. I mean, the ones that signed that declaration, some of them were slave owners. They argued, they had big debates about what should be in it and what shouldn't be in it and how they should write it. And it was like, you know, it took them a while to write it. I don't think they even signed it on July 4th. I think it was like July 7th or 6th. Who knows? It doesn't really matter. But what I got out of it is it's a philosophical statement. It's a hope. It's something coming from within that we all have, which is the innate feeling of freedom. We all have it. We all have that because it's who we are. There's something in our science of mind, a new thought, you can tie it together, that is within us this feeling of freedom, that we want to be free. I mean, I think it's why a kid runs away from home because their home is restricted, or you know, a abused person leaves their partner because of that, because they want to be free. It's something within us, because it is our divine birthright. So these people who wrote this, it's not so much about what it meant in 1776, it's more about what does it mean today. Like, are we going to throw it out the window because we've been living it? Because we didn't really live it, what we said in that document. If you really look at our history as a country, you'll see that we oppressed people, you know, the Native American people, the African American person. We did all those atrocities, and yet we still had this as a hope that, what does it say? All men are created, all people, I'm going to say, are created equal, and endowed, and this is the important line to me, by their Creator. They're endowed by their Creator with unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they didn't just say, oh, the colonists, or these people, or those people. They said all people. So I really got that these guys were inspired. They were inspired by an inner wisdom, by an inner sacred calling that they had to write that. Yes, it was to get out of the tyranny of Britain and all the things that were going on there, and you can read a list of them that's unbelievable, and some of that stuff's still going on today, which is so interesting. But what I'm thinking to myself, as a place of hope and a place of knowing we can overcome all those things, we have that as like a beacon of light. And I don't know, maybe we need to rip the whole thing up and start all over. I don't know, maybe it's just, but I think it's not working because we're not necessarily living it in our own lives. So the call to me from it is that I need to look at that and I need to think, are those things true for me? And am I living them in every moment? Am I being compassionate? Am I giving others their freedom to be who they are, no matter what? Now, we have a saying in science of mind, not science of mind, but religious science, as our vision for the Centers for Spiritual Living, is that we're creating a world that works for everyone. We're creating a world that works for everyone. And some people take that and use it in the wrong way. They think a world that works for everyone means everybody could do just what they want to do. No, a world that works for everyone means we're living in such integrity that we are allowing people to be who they are that are living in integrity. And whenever we step outside of that integrity, then we're not living in a world that works for everyone. So I'm not discouraged. I'm just knowing that I have more to do. We have more to do. And I go back to what I read from Ernest Holmes. You know, this teaching's not dogmatic. It doesn't tell us what to believe or, you know, what's bad and what's good and you do that or you're a sinner. It doesn't do any of that. But it does ask us to live in our truth, in our integrity, in our love, in our compassion, in our love of our fellow human beings, in to be giving, to be forgiving, to be accepting. It does tell us that. And that's what a world that works for everyone is. And I believe that these forefathers, foremothers, I guess they were all men in that room, felt that. They felt that, or they wouldn't have written that. And they were being oppressed at the time. They were being oppressed by King George. They were being oppressed, and they wanted to be free. And yeah, they wrote it so other countries would support them, because they probably knew that they were going to end up going to war over it. They probably knew. But it was important enough to them that they even said, I stake my life on it, you know, my whole fortune, everything on it. And we can say what we want about them. It's like the messenger or the message. There's been plenty of messengers in this world that have had great messages that haven't been perfect. But it's their message, and the message is always coming from that place of truth, even if they couldn't live it. And I can think of many great healers and even ministers and people that have fallen from that message that they gave, and yet they left us with a message. I mean, even Martin Luther King was not perfect in his life, but he left us with a message of equality and love and compassion for each other. So I don't want to discount the message because of the messenger. And I think that we're all doing the best we can to do our best to live the words of that Declaration of Independence. And I'm knowing that we'll overcome a lot of stuff that's going on right now, that we'll finally get it, that we'll understand that living in love and compassion for our fellow human beings, and it's like, I remember Reverend Sue from Unity of Columbine standing up there and saying, when did we ever think it was okay to put people in cages and take them away from their homes and bring them to our country and enslave them? Like, when did we think that was okay? And yet we did it. So, but what I'm trying to say is, let's not condemn ourselves to the point that we know we can't live from a better place now, just because we made mistakes, just because our ancestors made mistakes. We can lift higher. We can actually, in the quantum, we know that there is no time and space. So what we do here and now does heal the past. It does, because that's the way it works. I know for myself with my own family heritage that I'm helping my ancestors heal by doing the best I can to live in love and peace and compassion, and to live my highest. And that we'll find out, I believe it, someday, that we'll know there is no time and space. And what we're doing is here and now. And the more we get that and don't let ourselves be held back by mistakes we made and stuff that was awful, don't let it hold us back. Forgive, make restitution if we need to, do whatever we need to do, and then try to live from that higher place. So my invitation to you is to read that declaration if you haven't, and just see what it means in your life and what it means today, and how it could help us to maybe overcome some of our personal issues, our country's issues, our worldly issues, all of those things, because it's an ideal. It's a philosophical statement that people made that just had enough. And then they were willing to back it up. And I think we all have to be willing to back up the truth. So let's just take a deep breath before the music starts. And settle into this moment. It's the only moment we have. It's right here, it's right now. And I do know that there is a power and a presence of love, the divine energy that spoke and wrote through those beautiful forefathers of ours, and speaks and lives and breathes through us today. It can never be denied that there is this thing called sacred freedom, and that sacred freedom means that it's sacred because we get to do with what we want with it. And it's sacred because we get to do good with it. It's sacred. We get to choose in every moment to do good with that sacred freedom, to make the choices we need to make this world a better place to live in, all of us, not just some of us. So I bless this day. I bless our country. I bless our world. And I just know that in every single solitary moment, we are doing the best we can, and we are making a difference, and that we are seeing a better world in all ways. So I bless it. I let it be so, and I affirm, and so it is. It is.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mahalo, Reverend Dr. Rita. A few days ago, this song came to me down by the sea. And I'll share it with you. So go on a journey with me, with us, as never performed this song, and in fact finished it back on the back area this morning, because the talk title, Sacred Freedom, and this intention is what helped bring this song forth. Sacred freedom, where will it be found? Sacred freedom. I'm looking all around. Sacred freedom. Is it up in the sky? Sacred freedom. Is it growing in the ground? Can you find it in the sky? Find it on the land? Or is it lost out at sea? Or lost in the sand? Hear it in the sound, or feel it in the song. Hold it in your heart. How will you carry on? Sacred freedom. Where will it be found? Sacred freedom. Growing in the ground. The choice is yours, my friend. So while your heart still beats, and while your blood still flows, and while your mind still knows, compassion is the key, and love will guide the way. Illusion never lasts on this journey to be free. You find it in the sky, you find it in the land, you'll find it in the sea. Every woman, every man, hear it in the sound, feel it in the song. Hold it in your heart, so it will carry on. Sacred freedom.
Sacred freedom
Has already become. Sacred freedom.
Sacred freedom.
And so it is done. Sacred freedom. Mahalo. Thank you for the inspiration. Mahalo.
Mahalo. That's called sacred creativity. And we were just saying that this morning, how beautiful it is that the two of them are very invested in what we talk about here on a Sunday so that they can create the blend and the interwoven magic that they do so well. So give it up again. Yeah, freedom is an interesting word. I probably have thought about it more this year. For some reason, I just don't take things for granted the way I used to probably take it for granted, this thing called freedom. And I think what's interesting about it and what's beautiful about the idea of sacred freedom is there's a reverence that goes with sacred. Not a holier than now, but something that means something so special that it's sacred. This moment that we're having right now is sacred. And I don't want to ever take anything for granted again in my life. And so I was thinking of, and when I was actually journaling all week, I'm doing a 21-day sacred freedom in the mornings. It's 15 minutes where you get inspired, and we do a meditation, and we do contemplation, and then we take something in action out into the world. And so I've kind of been like so overwhelmed with this thing called freedom that I was going, okay, did I already say that? I'm talking, because this makes day 5, right? So we were like, wait a minute, did we already talk about that? Yeah, probably in the morning. But this one quote came to me when I was journaling. I've been doing this thing called scripting, which is living from the end backwards. So in other words, when I'm scripting or journaling, I'm journaling from a place that it has already occurred. It's already happened. And now I simply just have to allow it to catch up with me. And so far, so good. 111 days I've been scripting, people. Yeah, I'm serious about it. But I wrote today, freedom is leaving the consciousness of survival and entering the consciousness of freedom, of thriving. And I really saw the difference between freedom is leaving the consciousness of just surviving. I can't do it anymore. I can't just wake up in the day and go, if I can just get through this one. I never have been like that. And I know that there's a lot of people, I work with them that are in survival mode, and that's fine. But that is still a choice. Because I have lived in some very, very harsh times of money and everything, but I was broke, but I was never poor, and I was never just surviving. Bless you. Bless you. So I was also thinking, we all define freedom differently. We were talking about it last week. I have to piggyback on the last week with first class, because Jeremy and Aimee and I were talking about it afterwards, about this idea of the plane as a metaphor, right? There's first class, there's comfort zone, where we like to hang our hats. Then there's the economy, then there's the wing. And there are some people that I know that would take that seat if they would let them. And I went, oh my God. So we were talking about it, and we went, did you know that there are people that can afford first class that do not take first class? So that isn't just meaning, if I had all the money in the world, I'd be first class. No, it's first class consciousness. And so what it is that it's very interesting. And the thing that I didn't say, a couple of things we did say, we said no matter what area you're in, we're all on the same plane. And not to be morbid or anything, but you can be in first class, but if the plane goes down, we're all going together as one. And I went, wow, now that is a beautiful metaphor to know that we're all on the same plane and plane of consciousness as well. But I was thinking that whole idea about consciousness, it is all about consciousness. I have lived many, many economy moments in my life. And I have lived many, many first-class moments in my life. And I like to think right now, whether or not I get placed in first class or not, that I am still first class. And we have to be because of who and what we are. But then another song came to me. That's right. We all remember Janis Joplin. Oh, yeah. And there was always a song, me and Bobby McGee, and there's a line in it that never landed with me. Even when I was, this one line, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. I could not resonate. So I'm like going and taking polls about what the hell it means. Because freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. And I'm thinking, it must mean, so I looked it up, of course, Chris Christopherson, and why he was writing it. But he was writing it kind of like, well, when you lose it all, you're not going to be afraid anymore because there's nothing to be afraid, nothing more to lose. And I'm thinking, is that kind of like rock bottom? When you hit rock bottom and then you go, okay, it's only up from here. No? See, that's what makes yours? So what do you think it is? What do you think it is? Non-attachment, exactly. But you think that way, and I think that way, and those motorcycle people think that. Come here, come on, come on. It's non-attachment. That's what, oh, for God's sake. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Yeah, so let's get back to that point, because that is the whole thing of this talk, is it's non-attachment. You have nothing left to lose. But I've also been with people who say, well, what's the matter now? It's all, nothing left to lose now. They're not quite saying it was like, oh boy, I'm non-attached. They're going, what else can go wrong? It's all the way down to the bottom. Might as well. That's what I'm talking about. We all define freedom in our own way. And freedom, this is what freedom means to me, is what you're talking about, is not being attached to anybody, anything. And it brings me back to what I have been working on, and this idea of our addiction to our identities. Who we are in the world of form. Addicted. And I'm not afraid to use the word. Because what happens, to me, this is freedom. Taking one mask off at a time. Taking one identity off again. Taking all the armor that I put on to protect myself in the 3D world, because you're going to judge me. Let it go. All the things that are afraid of dis-ease in my life, let that go. Stripping myself down to the very nakedness of consciousness itself. Ooh. Wow. Just think what I can do with that freedom. And the freedom to be and do and have anything. The freedom to say, what happens if you take it all away? Who am I? No, I don't know. I do an exercise in some of my workshops, and I've literally talked to people that said, it scares the crap out of me to think of I said, take away everything. Your identification as a mother, your identification as a minister, as a teacher, as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, as a person in society. You take that all away, and I'm not saying you got to stay there. But I think you'll get a pretty good idea of who you are when it's all taken away for a moment. And how nice that we get to do that purposefully if we choose. We don't have to hit that I have nothing else to lose. It's so nice to take yourself and say this, take it away, identity, identity. Then I also realized that freedom to me, this used to be Rita's people. It's okay. Maybe my new identity, I'll buy a motorcycle. And I'll go cross country. Maybe. So this is what I used to think freedom was too. If I could control everything, I'd be free. Because then I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't be any of that. Who knew that freedom had so much to it? But I used to believe that, and I didn't think anything was wrong with that idea, that if I could control my environment, if I could control the people in my life, if I could control that, then I would be free. Free from what? Free from worry, free from whatever it is. And then I learned that control only does one thing to me, and that is puts me in my inner prison. My inner prison. Every time I want to control, and that's everything. From a cat, I wouldn't even think about Rita, because I'll let you know right out of the gate, that wouldn't last but 1 second if you try to control Rita Andriello. Oh yeah. And who would want to? We want to fly. So I have taken it, as you probably can feel, that I've taken this idea of freedom, and I'm saying, so what's freedom for me? How do I want to live my life? I want to live it without the masks, without the identities, and I don't mind having a great identity as long as it's not yours, your identity of me. That's the key for what I'm looking at right now. And whatever we're going through, my identity right now, we had a beautiful, I wasn't here for it, but I really want to take my hat off to the center and to hospice. We combined them on Tuesday night, I believe it was. And a lot of people came with grief from a whole bunch of things. And what I think of grief is I think it's grief when we lose a part of our identity. I grieve that. I mourn that. I've mourned many identities that I have lost, and especially when somebody has been with somebody for, like, say, I don't know, forever, you know? And I get it a lot in the work that I do as a counselor, coach with this metaphysically, is that people will come to me and they'll say, I don't know who I am. Have you ever been with somebody for a long period of time? Anybody who's ever been through a divorce, been through any of that, been through losing someone, you know what it's like. It's painful because, yes, because that person's not here, but then again, what's painful about it is, who am I? And I think we go through that without even loss. I'll be honest, I'm going through it in my life right now. I guess, you know, I do things later, midlife crisis a little later than I used to think of it. But I'm going through this. Who are you, Patrick? And how do you want to live the next chapter of your life? There was a time when I thought my chapters, you know, oh, all the way over there, those old people at 40. Right? It's like, oh, I hope I never get to 40. Boy, you know. And then all of a sudden you're at 40 and you go, wow, how about 50? How about 60? And so what I've learned about the idea of freedom is, I said to Rita, what if, that beautiful what if, you know that what if is usually not on our side when we do that? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? But what if it all happens? And what happens, I'm 68 years old, and 78, 88, 98, okay. But here's the deal. What if that was the example of the best years of my life? What if those were the years that I was able to be an example of how you can rock the hell all the way to the end, instead of going, you know, it's time. No. Bob goes, don't start with me, man. But yes, that's what I want for my life. I want to say, you know what? I took those last years of my life, those last 25, 30, whatever, and I became a new version of this incredible person that is already magnificent. Does that sound good? How do I look? I mean, like that. I mean, will I still have this studly thing that's going on? All kidding aside, which I'm not, I'm looking at each and one of you, and I see such freedom if we choose it. We are never locked in any prison, ever. Anyone who says that your conditions have you in prison, you say, maybe your prison, not mine. Because my prison, if I should choose it, is self-made. And every time I doubt, there's another bar, another doubt, another bar, another doubt, another bar, another doubt, fear, whatever. And I go, what happened to me? What happened to me? And then you went, I remember. I'm free. Namaste. Mahalo. Mahalo, you beautiful people.
Yes. Mahalo to the Reverend Doctors for the beautiful inspiration this morning. Sacred freedom. Is it in the sky? Sacred freedom. You find it deep inside. Is it in the sky? Is it on the land? Is it out at sea? Or lost in the sand? Hear it in the sound. Feel feel it in the song, hold it in your heart, so you may carry on. Sacred freedom has already begun. Sacred freedom, and so it is done. Mahalo.
You two always remind us that what our true identity is. And though I say God is my true identity, these two remind me that love is who we truly are. That's our true identity. So thank you for that constant
Right
reminder.
back at you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Look, it's all sentimental today.
So this is our time of giving back to CSL Kauai. What you give here today is very important. Well, no matter how much it is, it's important. It helps sustain us and to allow us to continue to be here and to offer these beautiful messages, music, all of it, and classes that we do. So thank you for what you give today. Thank you, and may you be blessed.
Thank you, Malamatine.
Yeah. I think we got a song.
We do have a song.
We have a song. You ready for a song?
The song kind of has a feature. The feature is Charles.
Yeah.
So if you hear Charles, he's got the alternate part that goes along with the song that
Charles is the
we all did it.
infusion.
We learned it, and then we stopped doing it, but we want to bring it back. So abundance,
The
abundance.
exclamation.
Oh, he'll stand when he does it. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, you ready?
Abundance, living life in this abundance. So much good love in abundance. Sweet sensations of a new day. Hey, give him a microphone. Abundance, I feel myself in this abundance. Giving thanks for this abundance. Calling in the blessings of a new day. Rising abundance. Living life in this abundance. So much good love in abundance. Sweet sensations of a new day. Are you guys hearing that? Abundance. Living life in this abundance. Giving thanks for this abundance. Calling in the blessings of a new day. Rising abundance. Living life in this abundance. So much good love in abundance. Sweet sensations of a new day rising.
Give it up for Charles and Tammy and Jeremy. Yeah.
So let's just take a moment together to bless this beautiful basket of consciousness and to know that it goes out to heal and prosper, and all of us, not just this center, but every one of us. And so I'm so grateful for the giver, for the receiver, and for all of it, and for Luis. Thank you. And so it is.
Okay, this is our time of the first of the month when we bring you out another volunteer of the month. That's right. Now this volunteer of the month also did a talk here not too long ago when we have our Wednesday Wisdom, and he was absolutely wonderful. And he's somewhat new to us, but not new at all to the world of New Thought. But we'd like to call up Brother Sage as our volunteer of the month. Uh-oh, there he is. Come on up, bud.
This is for you. I hope you like it. I just decided that. And then,
smooch right here?
yeah, you guys. And then you
How come you didn't
also,
ask me for one?
I'm going to give you the mic before. So Jeanette back there, these cards are by the beautiful Kelly. You didn't know him probably, Kelly Stevenson. Anyway, Jeanette's husband who passed away. But anyway, I said, oh, she gave them to us. I said, this will make a great gift. I think you'll really enjoy them. So have them.
Yes.
All right.
So your job, now that you're standing up here, is to let these wonderful people know how much you care about me personally, and is to let them know why you volunteer.
That wasn't in the notes.
I know. I'm always surprising you.
I volunteer.
I think,
Let me see.
don't turn it off.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, it
It's
is.
on. Just put it up to your lips.
Don't say stuff. I volunteer because this is my home. And I've gotten to know and love a lot of you here. And what's exciting for me is the creation that takes place when we're volunteering. We take this space and then we create the chairs and we have the people come. And there's a lot going on here. And I just love participating in CSL. And so I volunteer because it feeds me. And I hope it's made a difference with everybody here as well. So thank you, guys.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Thank you, Brother Sage.
Thank you, Brother Sage.
We really appreciate him. He really just jumped in.
It's great.
And did it.
If you ever want to get trained by him, he knows everything that's going on out there in the setup. And yeah,
So
I was impressed that 2.5 months that I was in there, Angela, how well they knew exactly what they were doing. So
The other thing we do today is everybody that volunteered all month gets to, every time you volunteer, you get to put a little thing in here, little
Ticket.
whatever it's called, ticket. And then we just draw at the end and we have a gift certificate. So let's see, Marion, why don't you pick it? Don't look. Then that way I know it's safe. Who is it? It's Gwen.
Oh, wait a minute here.
I think that's
yeah.
perfect. I'm glad. Okay.
I love that.
She wasn't looking. You saw it. She was
Bob
not
said,
looking.
it's an inside job.
But he's never won before, so that's really great.
Yes, we're very happy.
We're
very
happy.
Give it up for Glenn
Glenn.
and all you,
All right.
and all you beautiful volunteers.
All right.
Okay, so we have some announcements, of course, and one is, I'm not going to make a big thing of it because she doesn't like that, but I do want to say thank you to Jeanette for all of the months that you have been giving to this yoga and the chair yoga and everything you have given to this center, not only just with yoga, but just by your presence, but especially this Tuesday mornings. I know that our little Quanta is grieving right now because, wait a minute, Tuesday's my yoga day. So thank you, and thank you for everything you did.
Well, she'll be back.
She'll be back. And please don't forget that we have a food drive going on, and these two wonderful people, and
Glenn
back
and
up is
Marianne.
Leslie. And yeah, so just talk just a moment about the
Oh,
grief.
no, the Grief Labyrinth, when we did it, it was just, we had about 20 people here. It was very beautiful. People got so much out of the labyrinth. And we had a little debriefing after it, and people got to express themselves in a sacred space. And, you know, Dr. Walt looked at me and said, this is the keeper. So we're doing it again in November. I'll give you the date. And
Right.
like I said, it's not just grieving
No,
Dash.
no,
It's
for
grieving
everything, jobs,
anything.
everything.
Okay,
So
go
you
ahead.
talk about that one.
So, and then 21 Days of Sacred Freedom is Dr. Patrick's meditation in the morning on Facebook Live. If you really want it and you haven't been able to get on, tell me and I'll just text you the link. I've been doing that for certain people that can't seem to find it, but it's on the CSL Kauai page on Facebook, and he comes on right at 6, so if you're there,
And
it'll
people
pop
really
up.
like it because it's 15 minutes.
And-
And you'll be very proud of me. I stay on the 15 minutes.
And you don't have your book up here.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
So The Oracle of Discovery was launched on Amazon on July 1st,
Yes,
his new
that's
book,
my new
and
book,
he doesn't have copies today, but he's
Because
waiting.
why do I?
Because he's saving them for the 22nd when he's going to do his book signing. But if you do want to buy a copy, you can always go to Amazon and
Yeah,
buy
oh,
one, and
yeah.
they're there.
We have them. We're just expecting another shipment in.
And the
so-
good thing about this book is it's just like you can open it to any page and read a word of wisdom.
people are loving
And,
that.
Yeah,
That's-
so,
yeah.
and then next week I'll let you talk
So
about it.
next week is July 12th. That's our 13th year anniversary. And so it is a potluck. They're having barbecue out there, burgers, sausages, and I'll do this one too. But please sign up back there. And then if Angela needs more volunteers, as always, there, go see her to work next Sunday. Please, this is an opportunity. We call it the Magic 13. So we're going to ask 2 favors of you. We're going to have you go bring 13 people, for each one of you, to this center and tell them to bring us something to,
Eat.
share. Yeah, yeah, I could just see 13 people. Well, we're here. Oh, yeah. So it's a potluck. But we call it magic, the magic of 13. And what I like is it says 12 represents what we have built. 13 represents the courage to step into what is becoming. And I think that's a really a wonderful note to say. And there's a couple of thank yous. We have a small, I don't know if it's small, it's our fundraiser, and we're calling it the Magic of 13. And what we're doing to celebrate that is all the way from the 1st to the 13th, we are collecting our donations, and it will have something that's been fun so far. It has to have 13 in it. Like it could be $13, 130, 213, 513, 113, 1,013,013. Do I hear? And so this is who I would like to thank thus far.
Yeah, go ahead.
Margaret and Duncan, who slipped in the Magic 13 today. Mahalo. And then we have from all over, Michelle L. We know Michelle LeMay, since you know him. From Florida, Deanna, who watches us every Sunday, and she's on Maui. Karen O. from California. Angela P. from Kaua'i. Dana C. is from California, and Bev E. is from Kauai. And Brad, I don't know if I said Brad. Did I say Brad?
It's Brad.
Yeah, Brad
you
K.
didn't
is
say
from
it.
California. And so what we're doing is we're just collecting all the way to the 13th. On the 12th, which is next Sunday, we will give you what we have collected thus far. And then on the 13th will be the finale of what we raise. I think it's fun, that magic of 13, and it's just a way for us once again to remember where we are and who we are. And then we have.
Then I said it already, but July 22nd is Patrick's book signing, and we do need you to sign up for it because we like to have food, and we can't know how much food to buy if we don't know how many people are coming. So please sign up for it in the back. And then Isha is here, where I saw her. There she is. She's doing another sound healing on July 28th, Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And if you haven't had the opportunity to be at one of her sound healings, please do it, because it's amazing, and it will be very health-filled for you, and just, it's a wonderful experience. And that's at 6 o'clock on July 28th, Tuesday night. And then Leslie is leading our beach cleanup. Where is she?
On the 25th.
I don't know. She's probably in the kitchen or somewhere.
Oh,
She's counting.
counting.
Okay, so Leslie will be doing a beach cleanup on Saturday, July 25th at 9:30. And then we are proud to let you know that on July 31st, our spiritual cinema is a wonderful movie called Remarkably Bright Creatures with Sally Field. And if you haven't seen it, oh my God, it's like beyond. It's so beautiful. It's narrated by an octopus, a live octopus. So
then,
it's so beautiful. Yeah.
Two last things. You see our little thing out there. Bone dance is coming. Bone dance. Bone dance. You know, you can take the trailer out of the thing, but I'm not. So the bond dance is on the 17th and 18th. And what they do is, this is our arrangement. They don't come in here, but they take all of outside for a couple days, 3 days. 1 day setup and 2 days of that. And they rent it back from us. So it's a win-win for everyone. And they used to use the kitchen and everything else before us, and now they've learned to downsize, which makes them happy too, to not have so much to have to do. So it's a win-win. And then I'm going to toot my own horn for just a moment, besides the book that I'm so glad that but I have a workshop coming up called Becoming Your Own Hero. And it is based on my reframing, reclaiming, renaming. It's the inner child, but it's really about reparenting that powerful self that I used to think that we were going in, and we still are, with the wounded child, perhaps, things that went on. But I think we're going to really find out that the parent is the one that we need for the healing. And by reparenting that part of ourselves, there is this ultimate goal of just allowing that energy, because I'm stopping because it is an energy and it's coming forth, and I'm really proud of what I've put together for this, and it's healing the story you inherited. And it's called, I would have called it this, Who Told You That? Who told you that? That's what my whole workshop's based on. Who told you that? Who told you you weren't wonderful and powerful? And, oh, okay, I think we need some retelling. We're going to do some retelling, and it's August 1st. It's a Saturday morning, and it's from 10 to 1, and we'll have some breakfast goodies. Please sign up back there. Tell people that I know there's a lot of people that do not come here, but they want to come for the inner child and the reparenting workshop.
Okay.
So we're, doing a few things here.
Okay. All right. So thank you for being here, and let's just put our hands on our hearts and thank these people that served us today. Charles Wolfork, yay, and I don't think Arayan's here, and Jonathan Lee, who actually is not just doing sounds, but he does the beautiful sound bowls for our meditation. Thank you for that. And Ron and Leslie in the kitchen, thank you, and I'm sure there's other people back there. I don't know who else. Malama setup was Analia, Yana, and Luis, and there might have been others, but that's the ones I have down here. And then we call it Returning the Sacred Space Cleanup, and that was Luis and Gregory. Where are you, Gregory? I thought I saw you. There he is, that beautiful Gregory. And then collection stewards today were Leslie and Chia, and in our bookstore is the wonderful Peggy Jerry, and she'll be there to sell our books and sign up for classes too. You can do that with her.
And you can also do the donation.
Yeah, you can do anything
back
in there.
For number 13. And Angela is back in action.
Yeah, and so we thank Angela as our volunteer coordinator. Thank you, girl.
You're doing
And
great.
last but not least, we thank these beautiful songbirds, Aimee and Jeremy Brown. Thank you.
Mahalo, everybody. Thank you.
And so I guess we have a closing song, and then we'll pick up our chairs and have a little community and go. Let's do it.
Singing and we're dancing in a tenuous time, giving invigoration for your body and your mind. The motion of the ocean is so clandestine, but if you never rock the boat, you know see the sea shine. Got to malama aina ina this a prime time. Aloha one another, this a reflection. Aloha one another, this a reflection. I said aloha one another, this a reflection. The moment is the moment and the time is now. Take the time for your brother, kindness you got to show. Living in the city or down in the ghetto, if you're a shark in the water or an eagle rainbow, it is a reality. Jaja wind is gonna blow. It is a reality. Jaja wind is gonna blow. It is a reality. Jaja wind is gonna blow. It is a reality. Jaja wind is gonna blow. We are living in a high time, alive when the people waking up to realize if we keep sleeping we'll never see the sunrise. If we keep sleeping we'll never see the sunrise. 'Cause I know who I am. Who are you to judge me? I won't judge you. I know who I am. I am you. I am reflecting love back to you. So take your worry and your concern, throw them all away. A life of judgment, it could only bring you pain. So let it go, let it go. Hate is such a drain. See yourself in the beauty of each passing day. To judge me, I won't judge you. I know who I am. I am you. I am reflecting love back to you. I am reflecting love back to you. I am reflecting love back to you. I know who I am. Who are you to judge me? I won't judge you. I know who I am. I am you. I am reflecting love back to you.
Love you.
Blessings on your day.